Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to our morning English bulletin on BTV and BTV World. I am Imtiaz Ahmed Siddiqui with you. New 102 COVID-19 patients died in the country, taking the death toll to 10,385. The tally of infections rose to 718,950 with 3,698 new cases. A press release of the Directorate General of Health Services confirmed this yesterday. The recovery count rose to 6,14,936 after another 6,121 recovered during the period. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina will provide 930 crore taka as financial assistance among 36 lakh COVID-affected natural disaster-hit poor families of different professions. Press Secretary to the Prime Minister Isaul Karim said 35 lakh poor families of different professions affected by the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic, as well as 1 lakh farmers who were badly affected by the recent natural disasters, will get the financial assistance. He said under the initiative, each family of the COVID-19 affected people will receive 2,500 taka, while every affected farmer will get 5,000 taka as financial assistance. Sources said crops of 10,302 hectares of land have been damaged fully and 59,326 hectares of land partially by the natural disasters like gusty wind, thunderstorm and cyclone, which hit 36 districts of the country on 4th of April last. The sources further said 35 lakh COVID-hit families of different professions received cash financial assistance during the 2019-20 fiscal, marking the Mujib year. In continuation of this, 35 lakh families will get cash financial assistance from the fund to face coronavirus outbreak under the Finance Division allocation from the revised budget of the year 2020-2021. Under the initiative, day laborers, farmers, household workers, laborers and workers of other sectors affected by the lockdown that began on 14th April last to contain the spread of coronavirus will again get financial assistance. The 1,000-bed specialized hospital in the capital started its journey in a bid to tackle the overflow of the COVID-19 patients. Health and Family Welfare Minister Zahid Malik inaugurated this DNCC hospital dedicated for the corona patients at Mahakali area in Dhaka yesterday. Director General of the Health Directorate Abul Bashar Mohammad Khurshid Alam, Dhaka North City Corporation Mayor Atiqul Islam and Director of the hospital Brigadier General Nasiruddin also spoke at the inaugural function. This new hospital included 50 emergency beds, 100 ICU beds and 750 general beds to ensure modern treatment to the corona patients. Initially, there will be 50 ICU beds, 50 emergency beds and 150 general beds in the hospital. Besides, 130 doctors, 200 nurses, 300 other staffs and 100 army personnel have been assigned to work in the hospital. The Ministry of Health will supervise the activities of this modern hospital while it will be administered by the armed forces. This specialized hospital will provide modern treatment facilities to only COVID-19 patients during the pandemic, but after the coronavirus situation, the hospital will be turned into a general hospital. Admission of the patient has started from 8 in the morning today. Awami League General Secretary Ubaidul Qadir has called upon all, irrespective of their political affiliations and opinions, to stand by the helpless and jobless people alongside the government during the ongoing global crisis. He also made a call to show humanitarian attitudes towards the poor during Ramadan. Ubaidul Qadir was speaking at the regular briefing at his official residence yesterday. The Awami League General Secretary says the government has taken various measures for helpless and jobless people during the coronavirus. He goes on to say as many as 1 crore and 25 lakh families affected by the lockdown will get food assistance. Ubaidul Qadir has called upon BNP Secretary General Mirza Fakhrul to establish democracy in his own party before talking about it.
বিএনপিকে উদ্দেশ্য করে বলবো, তারা গণতন্ত্র নিয়ে নানা কথা বলেন। দেশে যদি আমরা গণতন্ত্র প্রতিষ্ঠা করতে চাই তাহলে নিজ দলে গণতন্ত্র প্রতিষ্ঠা করতে হবে আগে। কথায় আচরণে রাজনীতিতে আপাতমস্তক অগণতান্ত্রিক মূল্যবোধ চর্চা করতে বিএনপি কোন গণতন্ত্র প্রতিষ্ঠা করতে চায়? হালুয়া রুটির গণতন্ত্র এখন আর জনগণ চায় না। কারফিউ গণতন্ত্র জনগণ এখন আর চায় না। হ্যাঁ না ভোটের নামে 114% ভোটার, এটাও জনগণ দেখতে চায় না। আমরা আগেও বলেছি, করোনা ভাইরাস রাজনৈতিক দল চেনে না। এ সময় দোষারোপের রাজনীতি পরিহার করে আমাদেরকে করোনা সংকট মোকাবিলা ইতিবাচক ধারায় ফিরে আসতে হবে। আসুন আমরা সংক্রমণ রোধে সর্বোচ্চ সতর্কতা অবলম্বন করি, ঘরে অবস্থান করি, স্বাস্থ্যবিধি যথাযথভাবে মেনে চলি।
Earlier, Road Transport and Bridges Minister Abdul Qadir joined a virtual meeting of the Bridges Division over different development activities. He says the Podda Bridge has so far marked 85% work progress, and setting up of slabs on rail and road tracks is now underway.
প্রধানমন্ত্রী শেখ হাসিনার সর্বোচ্চ অগ্রাধিকার প্রকল্পগুলো, এগুলো গতি বজায় রাখতে হবে, দরকার হলে আরো বাড়াতে হবে। কোভিড এর মধ্যেই আমাদেরকে কাজ করতে শিখতে হবে এবং এর মধ্যে অ্যাডাপ্ট করতে হবে এবং অ্যাডজাস্ট করে আমাদের কাজ চালিয়ে নিয়ে যেতে হবে। সরকার করোনা এবং লকডাউনে অসহায় কর্মহীন মানুষের আর্থিক সুরক্ষা, লকডাউনে ক্ষতিগ্রস্ত 1,25,00,000 পরিবারের মাঝে খাদ্য সহায়তা দেওয়া হবে। আসন্ন ঈদে মাননীয় প্রধানমন্ত্রীর পক্ষ থেকে ঈদ উপহার হিসেবে 36,25,000 দরিদ্র পরিবারকে আর্থিক সহায়তা দেওয়া হবে। এবারও নগদ সহায়তা, আর্থিক সহায়তার পাশাপাশি তালিকার বাইরে থাকা ছিন্নমূল ভাসমান মানুষদের সহায়তা দিতে জেলা প্রশাসকদের নির্দেশ দেওয়া হয়েছে। বিপন্ন মানুষের পাশে সবার আগে দাঁড়ানো আওয়ামী লীগের রাজনৈতিক ঐতিহ্য।
India has reported yet another new record of daily coronavirus cases, as over 275,000 cases were registered in the past 24 hours. The figure pushed the total number of cases about 1,50,58,000, second only to the United States in terms of the number of coronavirus infections. There were also 1,625 deaths, taking the number of fatalities in the South Asian country to 1,79,000, fourth on the global list behind the US, Brazil, and Mexico. Former Prime Minister of India Manmohan Singh wrote to Prime Minister Narendra Modi with recommendations of 5 measures to tackle the COVID-19 situation, including ramping up vaccination and boosting the supply of medicines. The United States, the current epicenter of the corona pandemic, has now over 3,25,04,000 confirmed cases and more than 5,81,000 deaths. Meanwhile, COVID-19 global death toll reaches about 30,33,000 and 14,20,000 people have been infected globally. Besides, more than 12,532,000 people have recovered from the virus so far. Syria is to hold a presidential election next month. The country's parliament says a move likely to maintain President Bashar al-Assad's grip on power. The election for a president will serve a 7-year term will take place on 26 May, Speaker Hamouda Sabah said. Prospective candidates for the election would be able to register from today, while Syrians abroad would be able to vote at embassies on 20 May. Assad is not expected to face serious opposition despite continuing conflict and a growing economic crisis. After 10 years of war, the Syrian government controls most of the big population centers in the country. About 4 lakh people have been killed and over half of the Syrians displaced. And here we end the news. Thank you for being with us. Khuda Hafiz.